Welcome back to Nifty Garage. I'm Vince. Today we got a 370Z on the lift. We're going to be showing you guys how to remove and replace your sway bar end links front and rear. First things first, you don't need a lift for this, and you don't need to remove the wheels. If you have a jack at home, just jack it up, put it on jack stands. So keep in mind, if you are going to be doing this on the ground with a jack, keep 2 jack stands available, and jack up the front, do the fronts at once, move on to the rears, and then do the rears because we're doing the sway bar end links, which is attached to your sway bar. So if you have tension on that, you're not going to be able to pull the bolts through the shock. You're going to be dealing with binding issues, so make sure you're doing fronts and then rears. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is rip both of our 17s off of the inner. And sometimes that likes to break free, so we'll just throw our 19 wrench on the backside. Take our nut off. Take our other side off. Now these should be free enough to slide right out. This side as well. So now that these are free, we can remove the 19 from the back side of our end link that the shock attaches to, and we'll be able to slide these right out and replace the fronts. And then we'll rip that 19 off. And there is going to be a washer on the back side with this 19. So this side had the washer on the wrong side, so you can see where this washer used to sit. And this nut, when you're tightening it up, it'll spin and it'll dig into your control arm, so make sure that washer is sitting on the back side of your end link. Alright, so I'm going to give these a quick little smack just to make it easier. I'm not going to push them all the way through. No. Alright, so these should slide freely out now, depending on what shock you're running. If it's OEM suspension, it's got a lot of tension, so you sometimes need to pull down. This is on coilover, so it's a little shorter. So if I push up, these come out super easy. So now I can lift up, pull this right out. Okay, so these get really blown out, super loose. They start to tear, like this one's actually tearing right here, and you'll lose your grease. And you start getting clunks and stuff. These new ones are super solid, super tight. Fresh bushings, fresh grease is gonna feel a lot better. Time to put them in. Okay, so this washer is gonna go on this side, so it's against this nut right here. Now you can see how far our coilover has gone up, so we're gonna need to push that wheel all the way up before we push this through. So if you're at home, I suggest taking your jack, now that your car is on jack stands on the fronts, and just jacking this wheel up to the position you need it. I'm gonna use a triangle jack and show you how I would do that with a jack. Alright, so imagine this is your jack. We're just gonna push this wheel up until our shock aligns in our lower control arm where we need it. It's gonna go up slowly. That looks about good right there. Now we can take our end link with our washer against our nut. Slide it right in, and we'll throw our nut on the back side. Alright, so I'm mounting all the end link stuff loose right now, so that we can tighten everything up at the end, because we are going to have to grab the backside with a wrench. Alright, so now that we're on driver's side, we're doing the same thing we did on passenger. We are going to lift our wheel up until our shock aligns in our lower control arm, and then washer to our nut, going through the front. Let's get our nut in the back. They're always super hard to deal with when they're new because they're so tight. Just work with it. Alright, so now we're going to tighten everything up. Alright, fronts are done, time to move on to the rears. I like to drop from the sway bar side first. Alright, now I'll come up and I'll grab that 14 from above the axle. Okay. Alrighty. The rears are definitely a lot easier than the front because you don't got to deal with the shock bolt or anything like that. I like to put them in loose just like I did the fronts. And now we are going to grab the backside nut and zip these nuts all the way down. Alright. So that's how you replace two of our end links on your 370Z. Thank you guys for watching. If this video helped you guys out, give it a thumbs up. If you got any other videos you need to see for your 370, J35, Q50, whatever you guys got, let us know in the comment section what you guys want to see next, and we'll see you next time.